go to the sample database, click new query, go to the tables, scroll down, and this is the table we are going to use in this scenario. Let's see the columns and data within this table. Type the table name production dot product model product description culture. This is the table name. So execute this one, hit run, and you can see 4 columns in the output. Let's see the requirement now. So we need to name the columns and the table name with an alias. Alias means it's a temporary name which we are going to give for the table name and for the columns, and we want to give the alias name for only the 2 columns, not for all columns. So let's go back and we'll rewrite this query with only those 2 columns which we are interested. So the first column is going to be the product model ID, and write the second column product description ID. This is the second column we are interested, second one. So if you go to the requirement, you can see these 2 columns. So we have these 2 columns here, and let's execute this query, and you can see only the 2 columns in the output. But as per the requirement, we need to give an alias name for this column. So I will give it ID, and for the second column I'll give a alias name as description ID. So execute this one. Now if you see the output, you can see the column names got changed. You can see it got changed. So this is because due to the keyword as which I used. Next we want to give an alias name for the table. So go back to the query, and for this table we are going to give an alias name because it's a pretty long name. We can't use this every time in the query. So the alias name A we are assigning to this table name. So this is a temporary name which will be displayed only in the output. So you see no values got changed after using the alias name.